Hi folks, this is Bob with Quilters Headquarters in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And I'm here to show you the Juki DX 3000 QVP. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the free motion. I've been getting a lot of requests on doing the free motion, and I promised on another video. So here I are doing it. So we will start that now. Okay, I've changed over to my straight stitch plate, and then this is my free motion quilting foot. And see that right there, see that right there? That's an adapter. An adapter's in your box, and the adapter's hooked to this. And now I'm going to hook it up to the machine, so that when you take the knuckle off the machine, I'll use that same screw and I'll screw this back on. So I'll do that next. Now when you put this on, you raise the pressure foot at the highest point, but you go back here to the manual lift and see I can do an extra lift. So I need that extra lift when I put this on. And then you make sure that this wire right here that's sticking out, that's above this right here. This is what creates the hopping action. So you lift that up, and then you can get this underneath there real easy. And then this is what I removed. I removed this right here. Okay. Okay, if you go to page 113 in your manual, it tells you how to set your machine up for free motion quilting, but it's going to show you to use this foot. This is your ruler foot. And you also use this for free motion quilting. So that's what's going to show you on page 113. So you do everything that page 113 does, and you can use this foot. I like the hopping foot, so I'm showing you how to put the optional hopping foot on. Now you want, and I'm doing this solo, so bear with me. I am the cameraman also. So we're going to turn the camera. There, that should have been easier on your stomach. And so now what we're going to do is you look for stitch 001. There's stitch 001 on there. You might be able to see it. I am getting some glare, but if you look on your screen, you'll see it. And if you look on your screen, you'll also see a picture of your feed dogs. So push the feed dogs icon, and then it's going to show feed dogs up and feed dogs down. And you want to push the feed dog down icon, and then press your green check mark. And now you have your the pressure foot on that you want. You can either use the ruler foot or you can use the hopping foot like I have. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. I'm just using a little sample. This is where you would have your big quilt and your big project, and you just do you divide your project up into quarters, and I find don't roll but to scrunch. And so you find the center of the quilt, you go to that quarter, and you start from that center, and you work your way out on that quarter, and you can just scrunch it right into here and then work your way out as you unscrunch it. Rolling up, I've seen that rolling done before, and it's kind of awkward, hard to do. It doesn't fit that well, and I'm finding I can get a pretty large quilt inside of here if I just scrunch, go to the center, go my quarter, and just work my way over. This is just a little sample to get you started, but that kind of tells you how to do that. So then what I do is I use my my hand wheel, and I lower the needle down, and I pick up my thread when I want to begin a stitch. And so for my hand doesn't go in front of the camera, I'm going to just do it with the needle up down. And so now what I did was I got the needle up down, and then I want to get that started, and there I saw my bobbin thread was right there. And so now I'm going to get this started and get both hands on here and make it easier. and then you just, and then I find the best thing to do is set your speed, for you just put your foot to the pedal, to the floor, and that way there you don't have to concentrate on it, and you just set your speed to what you want. And so I like to go a little faster than that, so I'm going to go like this, and then that way there I can just concentrate on this. I don't have to concentrate on my foot. And then on the stitch regulator, and you just kind of listen to the beat, and you can kind of feel it, and I can pretty much regulate that stitch to where it's nice and even, and you just go with your own pace. Now some people go a lot slower, and sometimes too slow is very, very difficult. It makes it harder, so try to go at least a reasonable medium speed anyways.